The second half of the Gatorade Cup Series chase heads to Fontana, California at the Auto Club Speedway for the Sony 500 Under the Lights, our 7th chase race of the season, and what many chase drivers will call the craziest and most unpredictable chase race of the Gatorade Cup Series season. Adam McDowell, non-chaser in the 16, has the pole for tonight's event, who's outside the 18 of Mathis Wells. Then third is Lawrence Palpon, fourth is Sebastian Kukulon, and Levi Schoens rounds out the top 5. Two's outside sixth, there's another veteran, TJ Hanley. 7th place we have Danny Lloyd, Trip McGinnis in 8th, 9th is Joe Jefferson, and Tim Gary with our final spot inside the top 10. The rest of the field has Keegan Thompson, two's inside Griffin Lynn. Then there's Landon Lyons, two's outside Alexander Rowe, his teammate. Then we have Steven Taylor and Derek Hamill, along with Code Luigi and Anthony Hernandez. Then Jonathan Beeford and Anthony Charlebois. Jeff Bright with Max Anderson. Then there's Steel Lightning and Jacob Davidson. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. with Carter Friesen. Then there's Diego Yepez with Roberto Rivera. Justin Lightning and Steve Larker. Then there's Eli Bright and Luke Rainey. Josh Crash with Oliver Galloway. Then we have Charles Robert and Greg Torres. Patrick Smith with Pena Salada. Then Nathan Stapleton and Jake Galloway. And in the final it's Ryan Taylor in the 09, and two's outside is the 78 of Jay Jefferson. So there's our 4G cars to do battle here at the Fontana Speedway. Let's get going with our starting command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And the field of 42 firing their engines up for the 7th chase race of the Gatorade Cup Series Season 8 here at the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California. The 42 cars rolling up the starting grid. Adam McDowell, the 16, with Mathis Wilson, the 18. Two champions of the Target Series and Pennzoil Truck Series are going to lead with the green flag for our 7th chase race of the season. And it is a tight points battle coming into this race here tonight. Max Anderson, 98, has the points lead. Trip McGinnis up to second, only 4 points behind. Then Lawrence Palpon is 5 points behind in third. Fourth is Steven Taylor, only 6 points behind. Pena Salada is 7 points behind, with Patrick Smith 8 points behind. So those drivers within 8 points. Same with Jacob Davidson in the 9-9 as well. So it's a very tight points battle heading into this race. 38 laps at Auto Club, maybe the scariest race for these chasers this season. Pace car to pit road, green flag in the air at Auto Club. It's hold your breath time. 3 wide for the lead on lap 1. So Sebastian Kukulon down to the bottom lane. Last in points, wants to get up there and try and battle for the points lead out front, but now Griffin Lynn, the 7-2 is inside. Lynn won the championship in season 6. Not in this position to win it this season, but this race definitely helped him in terms of winning that championship. And one of our chasers, Code Luigi, was in a position to win the championship in Season 5, won the championship, and it was because of this race. He missed 3 crashes in that race. All 3 crashes happened in that race. He was around, he was able to miss. So something like that could happen here tonight and affect some of these chasers' chases. Derek Hamill leads lap 2 down low. Keegan Thompson, the 6th, getting the push from Mathis Wells. Remember, Wells started second and found his way back down low. We're only 2 laps into the race. Wells for the lead through 1 and 2. And Joe Jefferson on the bottom looking 3 wide to 39. Here he comes. Joe Jefferson 3 wide, they're 5 wide back there, squeezing together down the backstretch. If they can sort this out by the time they get to turn 3, it's going to be tight here though. Watch Rose, sliding over to McDowell, McDowell to the 7, trying to save their cars, looks like they do for the meantime. They save it, somehow they get out of the 5 wide, back down to 4 wide. Joe Jefferson out from the pack, leads lap number 3 with Roberto Rivera in the 12 come to his inside. And somehow they all save their cars from crashing. How about Jacob Davidson trying to get out of that mess that's happening behind them? Davidson's only 8 points behind the points lead, so he wants a great day. Sideways to the pound on his bumper. Almost contact there between 2 chasers as they race their way down the backstretch. Look at that, 4 wide in the pack. This is why this race, right here, this chase race, is described as maybe the most exhilarating for these chasers because of how close they get in the pack. Look at them 5 wide again. There's the contact, lightning into the outside wall. They go 5 wide and wreck. Cars trying to miss it. Cars trying to get down to the apron to miss it. Palpon leads us back with Davidson second, Rivera third. But the field wiped out in the big one. a lot of cars. There's Luke Ray, Jeff Wright, Joe Jefferson, Josh Crasher Chasers involved. Salada to the grass, Patrick Smith, Charles Robert, Steven Taylor, the 20 may have gotten damaged. Jay Jefferson, the 78. Cole Luigi, the 42 may have been involved as well. Yellow flag in the air, and not many drivers escaped this big crash unscathed, as I would wager about half the field, maybe even more, taken out and damaged due to this huge crash on lap number 5. Some cars will come down the pit lane for maybe some fuel, trying to make it to the end. Jacob Davidson, he's on the edge of his fuel window. He believes he's going to come down the pit lane here, get some fuel. Kukulon, some of the others on back, they will also come down the pit lane. So Davidson comes down, Kukulon comes down. Jake Galloway, Oliver Galloway. And they have Griffin Land and all the cars that are damaged, so they're going to be coming down the pit lane to get repairs. Look at the contact made for all of these cars. And a lot of drivers not going to have shots to win due to this crash right here. But we'll see how Davidson does on this pit stop. See where he comes out of the pits, if he comes out first or not. 99 into his pit stall. It's fuel only. Gas and go for that 99. Away he goes. Trying to get out. Jay Jefferson hits him. Davidson some contact there. Luckily it shouldn't be too bad, but he does have some right side damage now because of that contact made. He gets up to the wall, leaving Jake Galloway. So it'll be Davidson, Jake Galloway, the first off the pit lane. They will have more fuel than the others in front of them. Well, let's see the caution out. One of the first go around, Justin Lang, the 71. Head on to the outside wall. Major contact. His night is done. Here's the reason for the caution flag. Justin Lightning, the 71, was on the bottom lane, slid up, allowed the 1 to get to the bottom lane. Then they got 5 wide. The 71 slides up just a little bit too much into Alexander, the 33, and to Charles Bois. There's Jonathan Buford getting clipped. Joe Jefferson hard to the wall for all those drivers. Lynn, the 7, spins down. Look at Cole Luigi on the brakes. And I believe he does get on the brakes in time to miss it. Anthony Hernandez, there's Salada going to the grass. Landlines, Charles Robert running into him. Jay Jefferson gets into the 18 Mathis Wells. There's Luke Ray spinning into Patrick Smith. Steve Larker. There's where Josh Crash got his damage. Levi Jones, the California kid, involved. Yepez. Jeff Bright. TJ Hanley. Buford. Charles Bois. I mean, countless names, big names involved. But how about the chasers like Max Anderson, Trip McGinnis? They're 1-2 points, they made it through. And they have drivers like Cole Luigi and Sebastian Kukulon. I think they're the last 2 points, and they made it through. This could be huge for that 42 and the 21 because they missed it. Let's go on board with Cole Luigi. He somehow missed this. This reminds me so much of season 5 to look like in that season. He had a bubble around his car. Let's see how he made it through this one. Oh. What a great job by Cole Luigi getting on the brakes and missing that. Just ahead of him was Sebastian Kukulon, who gassed it up and got away. Oh, got a little contact there, but otherwise, great job by those 2 chasers getting through the madness and getting away. So Lawrence Palampon, the 24 one of our chasers, led the field back to the caution flag. Jacob Davidson from second comes down the pit lane, but it is number 24 DuPont Chevrolet of Lawrence Palampon, one of our chasers, out front in the Sony 500 at Auto Club. We will restart with 30 laps to go, and so many drivers out from this crash that we're going to have some lap cars, I believe, because some of those drivers that did not retire still left on the racetrack. Justin Lightning, Jonathan Buford, Anton Charles, Landon Lyons, Josh Crash, a chaser. Anthony Hernandez, Joe Jefferson, Pinion Salada chaser, and that's big for Salada up there towards the front of the points list. The 77 was Steve Larker, also out along with Carter Friesen and Mathis Wells. There are 31 cars on the racetrack. However, the 33, the 2 we saw then damaged, the 26, the 75, the 5, the 82, the 14, the 9, they're all damaged. The 7, the 17, the 87, the 6, the 78. You know, they're all damaged. I believe the top 18 might be the only ones that are all right from this crash. Out front, Lawrence Palampon. Second, Roberto Rivera. Dale Lightning, third, Adam McDowell, and Trip McGinnis in the front 5. Jacob Davidson, the first car off the pit lane with more fuel, restarts inside the top 15, 15th. Back racing at Auto Club. Green flag back in there in the Sony 500. Palampon Rivera, 1-2. 12 got a good start there. Looking high to turn 1. Trying to get in that draft of the 24. Now going to swing back down to the bottom lane through 1 and 2. The 24 goes to the middle lane. The 12 to the bottom through 1 and 2. Roberto Rivera off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Races side by side with the 24 Lawrence Palampon. There are the slower cars without hoods back there, slowing up the field. Rivera clears down the back. Dale Lightning, the 1, coming through. Here comes the 1 of Dale Lightning to the inside through 3 and 4. Danny Lloyd, the 56, with a huge run as well. Here comes Cole Luigi, 3 wide, and the 16 McDowell, the 80 of Eli Bright. Side by side for the lead to the start-finish line. Rivera leads that at the stripe by inches. And look at how the field's been spread now because of the damaged cars. 18 cars pull away, and it looks like we will have about 18 cars to sell this for the win. Unless, of course, we get another crash. We're still not even halfway through the event. This front pack can crash each other. Here comes Luigi. Missed the big crash by maybe a foot. Here he's going for the lead. 3 wide to turn 3. Luigi wanting to win at his home track, Auto Club in California. To the inside of Lloyd he goes. They go side by side. 3 wide for the lead down the front stretch. At the start finish, and Lloyd right at the start finish line. Now Greg Torres to the inside. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. might look 4 wide to turn 1. Here comes Fitzwater 4 wide. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. for the lead. Nathan Stimpson goes 3 wide to 29. Stimpson good run off turn 2 down the back stretch. Look at this pack already 3 and 4 wide. One small mistake and the whole field will go with them. Adam McDowell, does he look 4 wide to turn 3? He does. Here comes Adam McDowell, shoves the 29 up. 16 to the bottom as they go through 3 and 4. Already come together, close in the 4 wide. Our points there, Max Harrison wants to get away from it. Where do you go to get away from it? The lead! Max Harrison for the lead out all club. And he's 4 wide for a second to turn 1. They're going to go 4 right for the lead, I think. Sliding up, Stapleton, Fitzwater, close there. Pound Pond in the middle. Now Jake Galloway, the 11th for the lead. Won his first Gatorade Cup Series race just a few races ago at Pensacola, trying to carry that momentum and win here tonight at Auto Club for his second Gatorade Cup Series win. Oliver Galloway behind him. The Galloways right now 1-2. Look at that squeeze there, and Pound Pond looking 3 wide. Here comes Lawrence Pound Pond off turn 4. 3 wide at the point. Here comes his teammate Eli Bright pushing him. Pound Pond leads. Now Jacob Davidson, remember he has more field than the drivers in front of him. Davidson up in this front pack. Inside the top 3, this is a racetrack where you can get away from pitting. You go maybe mid-pack, but with how fast you get through the field, I'm surprised not more drivers came down the pit lane. Davidson doing a great job right now up inside the top 3, up to third. He's behind the Head Motorsports teammates that are side by side at the front of the field. Eli Bright to the inside of Lawrence Pound Pond, gonna grab the top spot away. So Eli Bright, the 88 out front, slides up the racetrack, allows Jacob Davidson to his bottom lane. They come down the front stretch. Eli leads with the push from the 24 Pound Pond. The outside lane, the 88 getting the draft from the 24 to turn 1. Can't get down line. Davidson, the 99, has the lane. Look at them 4 wide back there squeezing together. Look at Luigi back down the bottom lane. He's going for a second. They're squeezing back there. Contact in the wall. Around goes Dave Lloyd. He gets the 09. The 47 slides. The 83 involved. Here comes McGinnis. He gets through it. The 56 still spinning out. The pack is coming down behind. Yellow flag in the air for the second time here tonight for a small crash as they went down the backstretch. Lawrence Pound Pond, the 24, leads him back to the caution flag yet again and adding to his lap sled bonus, but we are lucky not more cars were involved in the crash down the backstretch. Pound Pond leads the field back with Luigi second and Eli Bright third, Max Harrison fourth, and Jacob Davidson fifth. And now I would expect everyone to be coming down the pit lane to get possibly tires and fuel on their cars and be good to the end on Sunoco Racing Fuel. Because we're basically halfway through the event, we're just a little bit forward. We'll probably go green around halfway. I would expect to see everyone coming down the pit lane at this point, even Jacob Davidson. Even though he came down pit road, he's 5th right now. You're up in the position. Do not stay out. It's only 4 spots if you stay out. Right there, we see the 99 yielding coming down the pit lane. Smart move there by the 99 crew. Get your driver down pit lane and get the fuel in the car you need to make it to the end. And this could be a short pit stop for that 99 as well. We'll see as the field coming down the pit lane led by Lawrence Pound Pond, who has probably been the dominant car because he's led under the yellow flag. As the field, what's left of it, comes down the pit lane for what we assume to be the only pit stops of the night. And what will be tires, will be fuel only. We see Eli into his pit stall. What's he going to take? The 88, putting some tires on the car. Right sides up on the 88 of Eli Bright. Pound Pond to his stall. Let's follow Luigi the 42. As he comes down to his pit stall. What does Davidson the 99 do? Davidson putting 2 tires on his car as well. But will it be 2 or 4? 24 leaves with 2. Davidson deciding 4 is the way to go. The 24 2 tires. The 42 with 2 tires. The 88 with 2 tires. Davidson puts 4 on it. Luigi trying to win the drag race off pit road to beat Lawrence Pound Pond. Pulls low on Lloyd. The 56 gives him the spot down low. Luigi and the 42 with 2 tires wins the race off pit road. But how about the 4 tire call for some of these drivers? Jacob Davidson puts 4 on. He's leaving further back in the field. However, is that going to be a good thing for him? 4 tires, more grip at the end, and more fuel put in the car if he needs it. So chaser Luigi leads the field off the pit lane. He'll restart out front. But let's see the reason for the caution flag. Danny Lloyd wrecked down the backstretch, so it looks like they went 5 wide. Here's the reason for the caution. Just like the first crash, sliding up is the car in the bottom lane, the 10 of Greg Torres. He slides up Max Aronson, makes a 5 wide move. And right here, as they come off the corner, contact between the 10 and the 16, they get up. Lloyd down into them. The 56 spins around into the outside wall. Contact. Ryan Taylor, the 09, makes some contact right there. As the 56 comes off the wall, Oliver Galway gets involved. McGinnis stops. Fitzwater Sr. stops. And those two miss it. Great job by McGinnis, especially because he is in the chase, second in points. And with Max Aronson missing the crash, McGinnis really could not avoid to be involved in the crash, or afford to be involved in the crash right there. But caution comes out. Looks like only about 2 or 3 cars really get significant damage from this. The 56, possibly the 09, the A3 definitely got some damage as well. So I believe those are the only 3 with damage from this crash, which occurs just before the halfway point in the Sony 500 setup. Pit stops. Palpon led the field back. However, it was the 42 crew of Luigi getting it done on pit road as Luigi comes in second and leaves first. Luigi will be our race here once we get to green here at Auto Club. Coming back to the green with 20 to go, so it'll be 1 lap before the halfway point. Luigi is out front leading the field off of the pit lane. Danny Lloyd decided to take that car to the garage. Smart move there, and Patrick Smith has fallen lap down, which leaves 29 cars on the lead lap. Luigi leading them in the 42. Out front as home, trackling in the win here for the first time since season number 4. Lawrence Palpon second, Eli Bright third, Nathan Stapleton fourth, and Dale Lanning fifth. The top 5, all Chevrolets, 200 Motorsports cars, 2 CGR cars, 1 RCR car, and looks like cars coming down the pit lanes. Sebastian Kukulon, one of our chasers, and Luke Rainey back to racing. They were 19th and 23rd respectively. 20 to go here at Auto Club. Good start for the 42 and the 24 of the getaway. Eli Bright spun the tires a little from third, allowed Jake Galway to go 3 wide for 4th. As Palpon for the lead on the 42. Jake Galway gets all the way to 4th with that big move. Lawrence Palpon side by side with Luigi for the lead down the backstretch. Door handle to door handle. Eli Bright deciding where to go in the 88. Looks like he's going to choose the bomb with his teammate Lawrence Palpon. Smart move there. Gets down front Jake Galloway. Here comes Fitzwater. Greg Torres coming. Eli still side by side with the 24 as they come down the front stretch. The 88 going to lead at halfway. 19 to go at Auto Club. Eli Bright leads. Jake Galloway for the lead down to turn 1. Fitzwater goes with him to the 47. And Max Aronson, our points leader, still up here in this front pack, has a chance to extend that points lead over Trip McGinnis and the others behind as Fitzwater goes for the lead. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater Sr. for the lead down the back stretch. A push from points leader Max Aronson. Now the 98 trying to break low and go 3 wide. The 98 Max Aronson looking down low. He goes 3 wide for the lead to turn 3. Max Aronson 3 wide. Goes to the lead off turn 4. And McDowell the 16, our Polestar coming back forward. Here he comes for the race lead. 19 Trip McGinnis barely missed that last crash. He's pushing Lawrence Palpon forward. And how about Jacob Davidson? 4 tires on that machine. How will that play out? Davidson inside the top 5, inside the top 10. Ooh, the bumper there. The 19 to 24. 24 slid up. The 19 down beneath them. They make contact. That is 4th spot inside the top 3. Trip McGinnis trying to get to 3rd. Max Aronson trying to power around the outside. He gets down to the middle. Can't get down front of the 19. He does! Power move on the 98 Max Aronson. To the race lead as they come off the corner. Max Aronson, our points leader, out front now in Auto Club. Greg Torres down the bottom lane, the 10 for a second, 3 wide. Jacob Davidson, the 99, 4 tires behind him. Now it's Davidson make it 4 wide. Doesn't stay in line behind the 10. They go to turn 1. 99 goes low. Here comes Jacob Davidson for second. Nathan Stapleton, the 29, makes it 3 wide. How about Stapleton? That big move there. Eli Bright around to the inside wall for the 88. Huge hit. Sliding down the backstretch, and we get our 3rd yellow flag of the race. And number 88 is all torn up and done for the night. Yellow flag in the air. Max Aronson did not want to see that. He was controlling the race lead and now has to deal with the restart. Aronson back in front. The question is who's going to be second? Maybe Jake Galloway in the 11 by inches. Yellow flag, 3rd time tonight. This time a single car crashed to the inside wall. It was Eli Bright, the 88, who makes the heaviest contact, and his night done. Huge hit for the 88 of Eli Bright as they came off turn number 2 as he spins down the backstretch. Couldn't tell who was off the front bumper of, but Eli done for the night from the front pack. Let's see the reason for caution number 3. Once again, a case of 5 wide. Eli Bright, the 88, goes from behind the 11 down to try and get in front of the 09 of Ryan Taylor. And Taylor's down there, can't lift in time. The 88 gets up into the 11 of Galloway. Taylor trying to give him enough room. They make contact, get hooked together right here. Eli Bright, hard hit into the inside wall. Over 200 miles an hour into that inside wall, and that was driver's side as well. Reminds me so much of Carter Friesen's Michigan crash from Season 5, when Friesen went about 230 into the inside wall, and about the same angle as well. That was pretty reminiscent of that crash, just a little bit slower. Yeah, because Friesen had more distance to go. He kept picking up speed. The 88, shorter distance there, and didn't really pick up speed that much, but the 88, hard contact done for the night, and will retire from the race. So Max Anderson is our points leader. Oh, by the way, he's our race leader. 98 car out front in the Sony 500 Auto Club, trying to extend that points lead over Trip McGinnis and the other chasers behind him. We'll go back green. That Auto Club will be just over 10 to go. 12 laps to go here in Fontana. Max Anderson out front for the restart over Jake Galloway and Cole Luigi. Eli Bright out from that crash. Luke Rainey, piston issues. Remember, he came down the pit lane. He's out. 28 cars on the racetrack, 26 on the lead lap. As out front is the number 98 of Max Anderson, trying to control this race from here on out to the end. Jake Galloway second, Cole Luigi third, Nathan Stapleton, Dale Lightning of the front five, two Chip Ganassi racing cars inside the top five, with Jacob Davidson sixth, Zachary Fitzgerald Sr., Greg Torres, Roberto Rivera, and Trip McGinnis, the final cars inside the top 10. Back to green here at Auto Club. Front two break away. Galloway, a great start to get right in the back of the 98. Might look to the inside to turn one. Cole Luigi spun the tire from third. Galloway was on it in second. They go through 1 and 2 to the inside. Looks Jake Galloway for the lead at Auto Club. They go side by side down the backstretch. The 11 down low, the 98 up top. No help for either. Nathan Stapleton trying to get clear in third, but here comes Fitzwater down low in the 47. They go through 3 and 4. 11 to go this time by Jake Galloway. A great restart for him. He gets out front now in the Sony 500. With Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. coming behind to get to second. Here comes Fitzwater to the bottom of the 98. They race side by side. Galloway leads the lap. Fitzwater comes to the inside to turn one. Look at Torres, the 10. Does he take it 3-1? That's tight there. The 47 trying to get down from the 10. He does somehow, but the 10 Torres might not like that too much. They race now 3 wide down the backstretch. Look at 3 wide. The 10 trying to get down there, but didn't have the run. The 1 holds that run. Look at 3 wide for second. And Fitzwater clears to get away. Now can Dale Lightning get the run? Look at Cole Luigi trying to squeeze down from the 12. They go 3 wide. Almost 4 wide. Contact with the 42 and the 12. Oh my gosh, that's intense racing further back in the pack. They're trying to go 5 wide at points. Front 2 clear. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Dale Lightning. Lightning has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. 10 to go. Chasers trying to rise up to the front and gain positions, gain points. Meanwhile, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. leads. Lawrence Poundpond the push off the outside lane to get clear in third. That was a big push from Max Anderson. Now Poundpond, as they go through 3 and 4, gets the run to the inside of the 1. Fitzwater wants to see that he's now controlling this race out in front. 9 to go. Side by side for a second. Our race leader is clear. Fitzwater to turn 1. Poundpond. A good run through the bottom lane. 24 looking low as they come off turn 2. Great run down the backstretch for Lawrence Poundpond. Here's Trip McGinnis coming behind him. That's a fellow chaser. Here comes the 19. He's going to get to third. Trip McGinnis, a huge run to turn 3. Number 19 might look for the lead through 3 and 4. He's going to push Poundpond through as they come off turn 4. Look at the 19. He got really loose there behind the 24. Looking to the inside now. Down the front stretch. They see 8 to go. Lawrence Poundpond back out front. And now 3 chasers on the bottom lane. Now McGinnis down low on Poundpond with Jacob Davidson, the 99. Good try for a crossover. He's down there. They give him the bumper to the 19. Now they go side by side down the backstretch. 2 chasers. Ryan Taylor, the 09, was involved in that crash with the 56 of Lloyd. He is up here now, racing at the front, in with that front end damage. It's not affecting him at all. Jacob Davidson going to clear. Ryan Taylor moves to his inside. They go side by side down the front stretch. 3 behind comes Nathan Stapleton, the 29. 7 to go now. Ryan Taylor, the 09, edge at the start-finish line. Stapleton goes 3 wide, the 29. They are 3 by 3 at the front of the field, even 4 wide points. Cole Luigi was just forced 4 wide by Roberto Rivera. They're banging doors off turn 2. Luigi Rivera banging doors because they're 5 wide down the backstretch. Can they sort out before they crash? Oh, they're trying. Cars are in the wall. They're trying to get sorted out. Rivera keeps his nose underneath the 42. Gives the room to the 42, though. Luigi gets down line. That was close there to being a catastrophe for these chasers. Now down the front stretch. The 12 pushing the 42 now moves them up. 3 wide at the front of the field. Comes Roberto Rivera in the 12. They're still trying to go 5 wide to turn 1. If they want to have a shot win this race, they have to go 4 wide only. Now Dale Lang, the 1 comes to the bottom lane. Makes it 4 wide. Max Harrison, our points there coming back to the front. They go 4 wide. Down the backstretch in this front pack. And a big lap coming up. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it at the start-finish line. It's Max Harrison, 98. Out front now. Our points leader trying to win. He pulls ahead as he comes off turn 4 and pulls a gap. Ryan Taylor, the 09. Steven Taylor, the 20. 2 damaged cars. Working on the bottom lane. And then Taylor's teammate Jake Galloway coming forward. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it here at All Club. They are 4 by 4 in the pack. I would not be surprised to see a yellow flag end it. The 1 at the racetrack through 1 and 2. Trying to stay ahead of the 12. Now the race down the back stretch. 4 wide for a second. Jake Galloway trying to get clear and run down Max Harrison. Our points there pulling ahead. Can he stay out front? Jake Galloway, the 11. Through to second. They're looking 5 wide for third. Oh, this could end the race if they come together and cause a crash. 5 wide down the front stretch. Can they sort it out? Coming to 4 to go. They're 5 wide. Look at this 5 wide for third to turn 1. Will they sort out in time to turn 1? Squeezing together for third. They're going to sort back to 4 wide. 2 cars pull away. Max Harrison and Jake Galloway pull ahead. Oh, they're coming together down the backstretch. Still making contact. The 5, the 17, the 29. All rubbing together. That's for third. They sort it out. The front 2, though, pulled a massive gap. It's Max Harrison and Jake Galloway. The 11 has no help to get to the 98. Come to 3 to go. Can they run the front 2 down? Do they have the time to do that? If they get side by side, they do, but can the 11 get to the 98? 3 to go. That's all they have at All Club. The battle for third on back, entertaining, but the battle for the lead might be heating up. The 11 in the draft of the 98. He's got to get great runs through the corners. He's going to have to look lower through each corner. Get the run down the bottom lane. Coming to 2 to go. Max Harrison trying to extend the points lead. Jake Galloway looking for another Gatorade Cup Series win. They go through 3 and 4. 2 to go is all they have. 4 miles left at All Club. Leading is Max Harrison. Jake Galloway in second, looking for the help to get up to that 98. 2 to go. Fitzwater's coming, but is it too late to turn number 1 in the race? Harrison. Jake Galloway. They go through 1 and 2. No help for the 11 of Jake Galloway. His closest is the 47 of Fitzwater, and that 47 is about 5 car lengths back. Coming to the white flag in the Sony 500. Does Galloway have a run for the 98 Max Harrison? They go through 3 and 4. Looking a little bit lower. He got a good run that time through 3 and 4. He's going to carry that run all the way down the front stretch as they come off 4. White flag is shown. Last up in the Sony 500, 3 cars to settle it here at All Club. It's Max Harrison, Jake Galloway, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Who gets the victory? Turn 1. Look at the 47. He gets beneath the 11. That could be it. Lap traffic ahead. Will they hold up Max Harrison and allow Fitzwater or Jake Galloway to get there? Backstretch for the final time. Max Harrison pulls ahead. Side by side for a second. Jake Galloway back by. Through 3 and 4. They're catching Lynn. They're catching Rowe. But will there be enough time off turn 4? Max Harrison down the front stretch. Gonna win the Gatorade Cup Series. He's gonna extend his points lead. Checkered flag in the air. 98 wins. 11 second, 47 third, but Max Harrison extends the points lead. He had 4 points over the 19. Extend that now to about 5, 6, 7 points as the 98 wins here tonight at All Club. Let's go see the finish results and how the chase is now affected. Here are the finish results from the Sony 500 at the All Club Speedway. 3 caution flags for 12 laps and 18 lead changes among 12 different drivers. But it was Max Harrison who absolutely dominated this race. Once he got out front, he was never really touched. We saw before that 1 yellow came out for Eli Bright, how that 98 was not touched. And it looked like he wasn't going to be touched unless the yellow came out then and there at the end. No one could touch him. Harrison 13 laps led to win and extend that points lead greatly. Jake Galloway the 1 second. Wish he had a few more laps maybe to try and get to him. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 3rd. Jacob Davison great points staying 4th. Roberto Rivera 5th. Trip McGinnis minimizes the points he loses with a 6th place finish. Dale Letting 7th. Cole Luigi a great point staying 8th. Greg Torres 9th. And Ryan Taylor, the last one, inside the top 10. As we look at the top 20, another dominant car tonight was Lawrence Poundpond leading 10 laps here tonight. However, faltering to finish inside the top 10, 11th, but still another good point stay for him as well. Steven Taylor, chaser, in 13th. And look down to see some more chasers. You have to look down below the top 20. You go down 21st is Jay Jefferson, 22nd Charles Robert. And look at Patrick Smith in 26th, Kukulon 27th. And then all the way down to Salada in 35th. and Josh crashed in 38th, as it was a wild all-cup race. A lot of these drivers involved in that first crash, that first yellow flag, which took a ton of drivers out, and only 24 cars finishing the race on the lead lap. At the right side of the point standings, and Max Anderson has opened up a comfortable 6-point gap over Trip McGinnis, as those two have now pulled away a little bit. As the battle for third is between Jacob Davison and Lawrence Poundpond. They're right now tied, 9 points behind the points lead. And then you look at Steven Taylor, who is 11 points back in the 20 car. And then you go down to these drivers who are really far behind, actually, in terms of points. Patrick Smith has 45 points. Look at Code Luigi, Charles Robert, both with 42. I mean, Solano with 44. They are really far behind the 98 Max Anderson. At this point in time, they really have to hope he falters at some point for them to try and close in and gain in points. And that could definitely happen. So 5 races left. Talladega is coming up. Atlanta's coming up. Texas, Rockingham, Homestead. I mean, all 5 of those tracks are wild and unpredictable. Anything can happen at those tracks and produce a different outcome than what we're totally expecting. So with that said, 8th chase race of the season heads to the Super Speedway in Alabama. We go to Talladega for the Camping World 500. I will see you guys then.